Nuclear powers are increasingly moving warheads from storage to active deployment systems. Of the world's over 12,000 nuclear warheads, about 9,745 remain available for potential use. The latest report by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI, says China is expanding its nuclear arsenal fastest, with more ICBM launchers than either Russia or the United States. Take a look.
A silent transformation is unfolding inside China's military machine. While wars dominate headlines, Beijing is quietly building something far more consequential. A nuclear force growing at a pace few can ignore. And according to a major new assessment, the world's strategic map could be changing in real time. The biggest military story in the world is not unfolding on a battlefield. It is happening deep inside missile fields, underground facilities, and heavily guarded military complexes across China. A new report from SIPRI, one of the world's leading security research institutes, suggests China is reshaping the global nuclear stockpile faster than any other nation. The findings point to an unprecedented buildup that is drawing attention from capitals across the world. China's nuclear inventory has now reached an estimated 620 warheads. The numbers still remain below those of the US and Russia, which together possess the overwhelming majority of the world's nuclear weapons. More striking than the number itself is the speed of growth. Analysts say Beijing has been adding roughly 100 warheads every year since 2023. The SIPRI report also points out that China had more than 775 missile silos by January, with more ICBM launchers than either Russia or the US. At its current pace, China's ICBM arsenal could reach parity with both nuclear powers by the end of the decade. SIPRI warns that the world is moving away from the post-Cold War period that saw gradual reductions in nuclear arsenals. Instead, major powers are investing in stronger deterrence, faster deployment capabilities, and next-generation weapon systems.
In the absence of arms control that put limits on the deployment and manufacture of nuclear weapons, and with the end of nuclear arms control, we are also seeing less transparency when it comes to nuclear weapons.
The choice facing leaders is stark. Will they stabilize through talks and arms control, or will competition harden into a higher stakes reality? Bureau Report, WION. World is one.
Can being lonely turn into a trend? Well, it seems to be happening already. A generation that grew up in the age of social media and is perhaps more connected virtually than any before is now talking about something many may never have expected: loneliness. And on TikTok, it's becoming content, a conversation, a viral trend for millions, a shared experience. Videos that started off with captions like, "You live alone and have no friends, so this is how you spend a Saturday night," quote unquote, are attracting huge audiences reportedly. The TikTok clips typically show people cooking dinner perhaps for one, following a skincare routine, or watching television, or simply spending a quiet evening at home. According to TikTok, more than 66,000 videos carrying the hashtag #NightIn, while another 33,000 use staying in as the hashtag. Together, they reflect a growing trend that experts say normalizes and sometimes even glamorizes spending time alone. The trend coming at a time when loneliness is rising among young people. A survey by a British charity, Marmalade Trust, found that 67% of Generation Z, Gen Z respondents feel lonely at least once a week. In fact, nearly 28% said they experience loneliness several times a day. The survey also found that 65% of people aged 18 to 29 have cancelled in-person plans to spend time online instead. Many young users posting these videos say the overwhelming response has been the same. Thousands of viewers admitting they feel isolated as well, reportedly. Others say the content makes them feel less alone and reassures them that their experiences are shared by others as well. Experts point to several factors behind this trend. The lasting social impact of the pandemic, remote work, rising living costs, changing social habits. Data from UK's Office for National Statistics showing 28.7% of adults aged 20 to 34 now live with their parents. The issue extending far beyond social media and Britain, of course. A 2025 WHO report found that 1 in 6 people worldwide experiences loneliness. In India, according to the WHO report, 43% of urban residents feel lonely most of the time. And the issue has sparked an entirely new business opportunity in China, it seems, where millions of young Chinese are now paying for company, with China's loneliness economy, as it's called, valued at roughly $7.4 billion in 2025 itself. So what started out as a TikTok trend basically may actually be revealing a much larger and concerning reality. Switching gears for now, according to a report in the South China Morning Post, China has found a new source of high-quality quartz in Tibet. Quartz is basically a critical building block used for semiconductor manufacturing. And China is the world's largest importer of the material. The quartz has been discovered in an area of Tibet, in rock. In fact, according to the report, the quartz deposits are high in purity with silica contents above 99.995%. High purity quartz is used to make the crucibles needed to produce silicon chips and solar cells. It's also the gold standard ingredient behind countless high-tech products, some of which China already dominates globally. The Asian giant, in fact, is the world's largest importer of the material, with most of it coming from the United States. According to the study, the researchers found that these were discovered to be holding considerable potential to produce high-purity quartz. With silica contents above 99.995%, analysts say the finding gives China a significant opportunity to develop high-end quartz resources and has the potential to affect the tech rivalry between China and the US as well, perhaps. The research attributed to the University of Science and Technology in China and the China Geological Survey has been published in the European Journal of Mineralogy. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.